Mr. Miller, I spent the last 2 years of high school learning Algebra 2 and advanced math from you. And you were always patient, accepting, and encouraging. I have very fond memories, all these years since. Thank you for encouraging my love of math in your class.
My shout out goes to Mr. Homburg, who was my social studies teacher at Naperville Central High School. I remember one day after class I asked you how you traveled around the world so much, and you told me just to do it. Well, I've been to 10 countries, and I'll be going to my 11th country later this summer. So thank you, Mr. Homburg, for teaching me a lifelong lesson.
My favorite teacher is Danielle Ryan, who just so happens to be my wife. She's in her 3rd year as a 7th grade science teacher. About 3.5 weeks ago, she received her teacher evaluation back and was considered distinguished, which I am very proud of and so happy to see all the hard work that she's put in over the last 3 years finally come to head.
Mrs. Ilyich, I was lucky enough to have you for both kindergarten and 4th grade. You approached education as a form of creativity. Learning was a hands-on experience where mistakes were all a part of the process. Every day was a new and different way of looking at the world, and I still carry that with me to this day.
Mr. Keating was the science teacher. He was a great person. When I had the chance to take horticulture with him, I got to work on the greenhouse on the roof of our high school. And he taught me so much about how to, cultivate, care for these plants, all the different types of plants, and that blew me away. It was such a fun, hands-on experience. I still have some of the plants that we planted together in that greenhouse in high school, growing in my house, which is crazy. It's just crazy to think about that, how long that that moment has endured through time to where I am today.
Thank you, Mr. Wickham, for teaching me so much about music and really just being a solid part of my childhood. Your lessons taught me discipline, rhythm, the ability to present in public, and the knowledge that I can really do anything that I want to. As I studied engineering and science and philosophy, I always felt that I had an edge because of my understanding of music and music theory, and that's largely because of you. So thank you.
So my favorite teacher was Mr. Gryska. He's a high school science teacher. He would always just be this funny, off-the-wall guy, and really got you laughing every day, and got me interested in science for the first time, that's for sure. I remember one time he dropped a bunch of gummy bears on the floor and still ate them to demonstrate the human body's immune system and how strong it was. And to this day, I still eat gummy bears if I drop them on the ground. So thank you very much, Mr. Gryska.
Mrs. Mullet, you were a phenomenal teacher and my all-time personal favorite. I was so lucky to have you for 2 years for AP US History. And I know I rolled my eyes once or twice because I felt like you were pushing me and pushing me. And I don't remember every date and detail you taught us, but you taught me how to write, and I have been forever grateful for that. Thank you so much.